said in my platform speech, the exact opposite is how I'm going to pay for it through taxes. I'm going to offer substantial tax breaks to those companies who invest in America's future. Those companies who are willing to literally invest in this plan and to hire new workers and to get it going, they get their reward. Now, those companies, you said I also need to pay for supplies and that. It's, oh man, I don't know the exact term, but it's been done many a time where you give companies certain rewards and they provide. They would provide all of the supplies and this, and that would also help them grow as a company. The hiring of new people, the great job they'll do on the bridges and stuff will get them more jobs. And it's just the domino effect. Now, the next issue I have, like you had, was education. And you guys said a few things about education in your platform speech. You guys said that you do not support educating prisoners, which is fine. That's your guys' belief, and it's not a bad one. The only problem I have is the reason you said you don't support it. You guys said that they lost their rights, which, yeah, they did. You guys said that they lost their right to learn. They had their chance, they blew it. Okay. My problem is, in that same breath, you guys support having child molesters in neighborhoods where children are present. And it just makes me think, so the people that got caught doing what? You know, stealing, this or that, they can't learn, but child molesters can have all the fun with the kiddies, right? I don't know, it's flip-floppy to me. Another thing you guys said about education was that it's messed up. Our education system is messed up. I agree. You guys said, and I quote, "We need to keep the teachers around." That's good. That's good. But I got something better. We need to keep the right teachers around. Every single person in here has had at least 2 teachers in their high school career where you don't know what they were saying. You didn't learn an ounce of information in their class. I've had multiple classes where I slept straight through. Great time, awesome. But I didn't learn nothing. You guys know it, I know it. What we need to do is get rid of this whole tenure system that is in place right now. If you put your 10 years in, or however long it is, you cannot be fired. There is virtually no way to get you out. That just simply cannot happen. We can't have these 1, 2, and 3rd year teachers to be the first on the chopping blocks, when it seems to me like they're the ones that are hungry. They're the ones that have that spark and that drive to teach the kids. But when these cutbacks come, they're the first ones to get the axe, you know? We have to evaluate the teachers, every one of them. We have to make sure they're doing the job, and that is to teach the kids, not just to babysit. Now for your bars plan. This is your guys' staple plan. You've been writing it, and it is good. And like you said, a similar plan, has been enacted in Florida, October 1st. That plan does not say all nonviolent offenders get house arrest. It says majority, not serious. Your guys' it says all. I'll give you a little list of some nonviolent offenses. Grand theft, burglary, grand theft auto, drug trafficking, drug manufacturing, drug sales, all nonviolent offenses. So under your plan, let's say a meth dealer who's killed potentially dozens with his product, right, would be sitting cozy at home. Doesn't seem right to me. You also have to remember that under house arrest, you are allotted time to do certain things. You are given the time to go grocery shopping. If you're employed and under house arrest, you're allowed to go to and from work. So that means anybody can meet you along that path. as long as you're staying on the GPS path, right? It's plenty enough. If it's a 20-minute walk to work, it's enough time to, I don't know, drop off a sack, right? It just seems like it's not really preventing the crime, just making it a little bit harder. We need to restrict these criminals. And the only way to fully restrict criminals is to put them in jail. Now, another big issue for you guys was illegal immigration. Now, you guys proposed a plan called your AIR plan, America's Illegal Immigration Relief Plan, if I'm not mistaken. Now, this plan says you guys want to create a super agency that will monitor, that will investigate, and that will, if needed, punish companies and businesses who hire illegal immigrants. My problem with that is, to create a super agency, it takes billions of dollars. And we already have agencies in place that do this. The Department of Homeland Security is massive. It's huge. And they have designated a full branch with thousands of people named ICE. And that's Immigrant Customs and Enforcement. And they do exactly what you say. They investigate, they monitor, and they punish. They also work with local authorities, nonprofit organizations such as FAIR, to get more security on our border, to discourage those people who do hire illegal immigrants, and to punish them if they are caught. So I don't see the sense in creating another organization that will just run up the total. You said our education is underfunded. You can take your proposed, however you were going to pay for that, and put it right towards education, right? Now, the point of this speech was, you guys do have good ideas. I'm just not so sure which way you're leaning on any of them. It seems like sometimes people have rights, sometimes they don't. Sometimes you believe in this, sometimes you're Democratic, sometimes you're Republican. I don't know. I want someone who knows what they believe and who will stand and fight for it. And that's me.